Today we are going to make a short video of how to restrict user edits. It is pretty simple. Just change the permissions. To change the permissions, go to project settings, click on the permissions tab, look for edit issue permission and change the grant of the role in the project. You have to go to the project settings. So we'll choose one of the projects, go to the project settings, and we have to change a permission that you will find in the permissions tab of the project settings. Over here, click on the permissions tab. Now scroll down to the section issue permissions. The first one is project permissions, the second one is issue permissions. If you go here, you will find edit issues. It is granted to, by default it is granted to any logged in user. So let's see. If we have to edit this one, remove any access to any logged in user and give a proper role, give this grant to a role within the project. To make these changes, you have to go to the actions button, click edit permissions. This will take you to the edit mode of this permission scheme. Click on remove. In remove, you will get the option of already selected grants, whatever grants are already given. So there are two grants which are already given, that is project role Atlassian add-ons project access. Do not ever remove it, because this is used by Atlassian for automation and other stuff. So for now, we will remove any logged in user. No one should be able to edit the issues. Remove. This is saved. So if you see over here, now only any logged in user is removed. Now let's take a look and use a user setup. From this user, we'll try to make a change in the issues, in the field of the issues. Let's go here, click on description. Everything is disabled and nothing is enabled for it. Team, it cannot change team. Even if it changes team, it will give you an error. This is the error. We couldn't set the team and the validation error is there. Even for the story points, you will get the similar error when you have blocked the edit issues for the logged in user. If you can see in the story points also, if I make a change in story points, it will not allow me to make the change story point. It will revert it back to 14. We couldn't set the story point value. Okay, this is only done for drop downs and these values. Start date you cannot change. Now let's allow the user to, this user, which is the name of the user is docCAA. Let's allow this user to make changes. For this, first we have to find out within the project the role of this user. So let's go into the project settings, find the role of the user. Let it open up. So there's no user added into the project, and when we removed any logged in user, it revoked access to anyone. So anyone, the person who is going to get the access to edit issue is the one who will be listed over here in people tab of the project settings. To do that, let's click on add people, or you can search it over here as well. There's no one assigned in this role, so I'll tell you have to go to add people. Search for the user. This user is there. Add one person. In which role? So let's put him in flavor designer role or in casing designer role. Add one person. Okay. Still now he should not be getting the access. Let's try that, because the reason is in the permission scheme we have simply mentioned only in edit issues permission, the grant is only given to Atlassian add-on project access, to the role who has this, to the users who has this role. So after giving the designer or a different role to this user, let's go and try. It should not allow the change. So it's taking some time. From description you can get to know it is still different, it is still disabled. I clicked on, I changed the theme is reverted back. Now let's simply edit the permissions, add the role in the permissions. Edit issue permission is granted, should be granted to casing designers, because our user is part of the team which is casing designer. So click on the role, project role, select casing designer and update it. And let's get back here, F5, and let's see if he is allowed to make changes now or no. Okay, now the description field is enabled. You can change the theme as well, you can change anything you want. Now there is no validation error. Theme is also changed. Even for the story points, if you want to increase or decrease the story points, it will not revert it back. So everything is allowed. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.